to the May 2023 65th induction ceremony of the Tau chapter, Sigma Theta Tau International. I'm Diane Davis, Vice President of the Tau chapter of Georgetown. I'd like to give a special welcome to Dr. Roberta Waite, Dean of the School of Nursing, Tau members, faculty, family, and friends, and most of all to today's inductees. At this time, I'd like to welcome Sister Celeste, chaplain for the School of Nursing, to the stage for the invocation.
Join me in prayer. God, the source of all our striving, you inflame our minds with the passion for learning and transform our hearts with a yearning for a world that reflects your peace and justice. We are awed by your creativity displayed throughout this ever-evolving universe and echoed in the varied academic achievements of these incredibly gifted students we honor in this ceremony. As their parents, families, and friends, we thank you, O God, for the gift of our children transformed into young adults who never cease to amaze us. As their faculty, staff, and administrators at this university, we thank you, O God, for the opportunity to participate in the development of these students and to honor them for their hard work and achievement. As their graduating class and friends, we thank you, O God, for building a community of love among us that supported them through joy, discouragement, and challenge. Bestow upon these inductees the grace that they will need to live fully the oath they will be taking today. May they use their many gifts of intellect, heart, and soul to serve and advocate for those who will be placed in their care. We ask all this in your name, confident that the deepest hopes and desires we have for them will pale next to your desire and hope for them. And to this we say, Amen.
Thank you, Sister Celeste. Sigma Theta Tau International, the Honor Society of Nursing, was founded in 1922 to recognize and advance knowledge, learning, and service. It now has more than 500 chapters and 135,000 active members representing more than 90 countries worldwide. The Georgetown chapter was chartered in 1960. Today, we will induct 64 new members to our chapter, many of whom are present today. The Greek letters Sigma, Theta, Tau signify love, courage, and honor. Love for yourself and for people. Courage to know and stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult. Honor, respect for yourself, the profession, and for all persons. The mission of Sigma Theta Tau International today is to advance world health and celebrate nursing excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service. At this point in the ceremony, each inductee will come forward as your name is called. Actually, you will come forward and then your name will be called. You will receive your honor cord braided with the colors orchid and white, which is worn now at your induction and then again at graduation and other academic ceremonies. The cord signifies your academic achievement and excellence in nursing. You will also sign our registration book. Your signature will be recorded with all the previous inductees here at Georgetown for the last 63 years. You'll be the first inductees to sign our new book. It's a new School of Nursing book. And Dr. Ella Heitzler will oversee the signing of the induction book. Dr. Sarah Vitone, Director of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, will present its candidates, and Professor Susan Coleman, BSN Tau Counselor, will present the honor cords to the BSN inductees.
Yep, Sue. Okay, here we go. Kimberly Jolie. Julia Theobald. Isabella Calastri. Emily Laird. Madeline Prassis. Annette Jasco. Lauren Fay. Karina Hahn. Serena Wise. Emma McKitchen. Grace Sawyers. Margarita Sokolenko. Alyssa Marino. Elisa Ryder. Let us show our congratulations to the BSN students.
Graduate students in the Master of Science programs are being inducted today as a result of demonstrated excellence in practice and excellence in academics. Master's students from the Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner Program, the Clinical Nurse Leader Program, the Family Nurse Practitioner Program, the Nurse Midwifery Women's Health Nurse Practitioner Program, and the Women's Health Nurse Practitioner Program will be presented. Dr. Kelly Thompson Brazil, Program Director for the Master of Science Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner Program, will present its candidates. Dr. Lori Bryan will present the honor cords to the inductees.
It gives me great pleasure to present our excellent inductees. Please hold your applause until all the names have been read. Tonight, Zudu. Eric Ajeski. Danielle Peterson. Lisa Burns. Mary Grace McMurray. Mari Swim. And Julianne Hewlin. Let us show our congratulations to the AGACNP inductees.
As the Director of the Master of Science Clinical Nurse Leader Program, I will present the CNL candidates. Dr. Sarah Vitone, Master of Science, CNL Talk Counselor, will present the honor cords to the CNL inductees. The Master of Science Clinical Nurse Leader students came to Georgetown with degrees in other fields, choosing to pursue nursing as their professional career. They too have completed their studies with academic excellence. Please hold your applause till all names have been read. Rebecca Scully. Alexis. Whoops, we'll wait. Alexis Del Gizzo. Grace Ward. Megan Hockey. Lorraine Avalon. Denise Jansen. Anne Tran. Danielle Tracy. Carter Smith. Sarah Rafikul. Oluwakemi Adelakun. Isabella Seddon. So let us show our congratulations to our CNL inductees. Dr. Pamela Bernacki, Program Director for the Master of Science Family Nurse Practitioner Program, will present its candidates. Dr. Elke Chabitz, Family Nurse Practitioner Counselor, will present the honor cords to the inductees.
It gives me great pleasure to present our excellent inductees. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. Christine Buckley. Amy Revels. Sarah Kaiser. Brittany Yaans. Was it close? Tammy Lynn Underwood. Barbara Ray. Let's show her congratulations.
Dr. Malicia Escobar, Program Director for the Master of Science Nurse Midwifery, Women's Health Nurse Practitioner Program, and Women's Health Nurse Practitioner Programs will present its candidates. Dr. Heather Bradford, Nurse Midwifery, Women's Health Nurse Practitioner, and Women's Health Nurse Practitioner Program will present the honor cords to the inductees.
Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to present our excellent inductees. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. Jennifer Dennison. April Beatty. Devin Hoyt. And Natalie Thornhill. Let us show our congratulations.
Graduate students in the Doctor of Nursing practice programs are being inducted today as a result of demonstrated excellence in practice and excellence in academics. Dr. Peggy Slota, Director for the Doctor of Nursing practice program, will present its candidates. Dr. Krista White will present the honor cords to the inductees.
We are honored to present these cords to these outstanding students. Carrie Snyder. Anne Marie Martland. Hallie Hunt. And I want to give you that. Let's offer our congratulations.
And now, will all those who are present for induction into Sigma Theta Tau Honor Society please stand? We ask our inductees to accept the privilege and responsibility of membership in the Honor Society of Nursing, Sigma Theta Tau International. Please repeat after me. I accept membership in Sigma Theta Tau International, and I pledge to fulfill its commitment to nursing excellence, knowledge, service, and leadership throughout my career. To all who are here today, let me present the newest members of Sigma Theta Tau. The BSN students are now required at their convocation event. That's why they're leaving. It's a very busy day. And BSN parents as well. I am now pleased to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Jane Fall-Dixon. Dr. Fall-Dixon is an associate professor and clinical researcher. She received her BSN from the University of Maryland, her MSN from Yale University, and a PhD from the Johns Hopkins University. She's an affiliate member of the Lombardi Comprehensive Cancer Center. Her multiple publications, presentations, and funded research are in the broad areas of cancer survivorship, symptom science, hemopoietic stem cell transplantation, and testing novel treatments for oral mucositis and related symptoms and associated inflammatory biomarkers. Dr. Fall-Dixon was recently recognized with the 2023 Alan Angirio Award for Excellence in Mentorship. She's recognized for her commitment to our mission and values. Please welcome Dr. Fall Dixon, whose talk is entitled "The Power and Adventure of Nursing Research. Oh, the Places You Will Go."
Shall I open this? I probably should. Well, congratulations to each of you on your induction into Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing. Sitting there, I was looking up. This is how big all of you are. You are this big, and you should really feel that. One of the reasons as a researcher that I absolutely love this organization is that in 1936, it funded the first recorded research grant for nurses in the United States. So God love them. They were head of the NIH, and I really applaud them. Your faculty, colleagues, family, and friends here with you today applaud your commitment to your thoughtful scholarship, clinical excellence, and dedicated service. Choosing excellence in each of these components is informed by the Jesuit values that are central to our collective and individual actions to promote the health of our patients through evidence-based practice. We're all living together as human beings on a very fragile planet that is experiencing rapid and significant environmental shifts. We're all in this together. We're working with our patients, our clients, and or research study participants who are coping with their diverse and complex healthcare challenges within this environment. These challenges are many. They include unequal access to healthcare with organized correlates of morbidity and mortality, the effects of structural racism with the evil metastatic web that it weaves, chaotic migrations and war, increasing healthcare costs in search of ethical caps or not searching for ethical caps, and the documented increasing and sometimes deadly self-perception of social isolation, which is exacerbated by the pandemic. So how do we approach these interrelated challenges and actually elucidate individual components upon which we may have an impact? What constitutes the role of the nurse scientist working within these challenging environments? As my students know and can clearly articulate, it's all about the research question. One logical research question has the power to energize an entire research team and lead to a program of research that produces outcomes that changes lives and leaves sustainable blueprints in the data for others to follow. A Georgetown educated nurse scholar who chooses the career path of nurse scientist has a very unique ability to unite their strong internal locus of control and walking the walk of Jesuit values with their passion for research. From this ability do bold, significant, and timely research questions emerge. Exploration follows through well-designed studies that are conducted daily by nurse scientists working in interdisciplinary teams through diverse roles, including principal investigators, research nurse coordinators, data collectors, big data methodologists, clinical trialists, and psychometricians. There's a place for everyone. You will find nurse scientists working with colleagues, testing novel acupuncture interventions for patient-reported cancer pain management in comprehensive cancer centers, collaborating with community-based health centers through grants to promote health literacy for families, testing the feasibility of apps that allow patients to track their symptom frequency and severity in real time, and working with military populations to explore the impact of inflammation and the microbiome on wound healing in our nation's wounded warriors. One of the guiding principles of Sigma Theta Tau is to embrace innovation. Now, their choice of the word embrace is very important to reflect upon. This verb is more powerful than other potential verbs such as discuss, explore, support. It assumes that we will not only understand what innovation is, but that we will also commit ourselves to being involved in some aspects of its use. Let's look at how nurse scientists are embracing innovation through their choice of topic areas and research questions in two large and complex fields with direct application to healthcare: artificial intelligence and the microbiome. So artificial intelligence, we've all heard about this. We have all wondered how it will impact our lives. We know that it's impacting our lives already. So AI is the theory and development of computer systems able to complete tasks that typically require human intelligence: visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and/or language translation. It's the ability of a machine to emulate intelligent human behavior. It's really an umbrella term for machine learning, computer vision, and natural language processing. There are many applications to nursing, and they are diverse. Clinical analytics give us insights to improve both treatment and outcomes. And this is really what we're about, right? Improving treatment and outcomes of our patients. Although AI is appreciated as a potential solution for handling large increases in complex medical data, only 15 to 20% of end users are actually using it to drive changes in delivery of patient care. Nurse scientists appreciate the determination to achieve better patient outcomes at lower costs is a catalyst for disruptive technology. And we all know the power of a good disruptor. Clinical decision support tools, for example, alerts in the electronic health record, clinical practice guidelines, order sets, etc., enhance our ability to make clinical decisions. The end user is supplied with information or actionable options based on data. Clinical decision support also may be integrated into other tools, including mobile health applications beyond the electronic health record. When coupled with AI, clinical decisions can often offer predictions and suggestions with accuracy and specificity beyond human capacity. This is very important because we know in clinical research, in clinical care, prediction is really the name of the game, along with prevention. AI-based clinical decision support includes automatically generated nursing diagnoses, fall risk prediction, guided decision trees to prevent catheter-associated urinary tract infections. The concepts behind these tools, however, are really not new. For example, fall risk prediction involves regular assessment and fall precaution implementation. However, manual calculation is time-consuming and vulnerable to human error, leading to inaccurate predictions. This is a place that AI can be very, very helpful to us. Implementing AI in nursing. Why are we doing this, and how are we doing this? To help make the best decisions about AI tools, nurses should engage in all product development phases, from defining the problem to be solved by the tool to evaluating its impact. AI application training should focus on why we're using AI, what it is, what drives the recommendations, how can it inform the patient care of the person right in front of me, and training the workflow within the electronic health record is secondary really to this more fundamental understanding of AI. Critical nursing research questions are many. Think about these questions and think how someday you might want to answer them. What is the impact of nursing knowledge level regarding AI on effective use for clinical decision support? What are successful strategies to integrate AI technologies into standard nursing care? What are the critical time points for nurses to be directly involved with choice and evaluation of AI tools that will directly impact outcomes of their nursing care? So the questions are many, and nursing should be involved at all parts of the AI process. We should be involved in the creation of new tools. We should be asked which tool is the most appropriate for our patients, and we should definitely be on the evaluation end. There are many, many examples in the literature. You can certainly go online and find these if you're interested. In this, I wanted to just mention two of them that I found very, very useful. One by Lee et al. Was development of a telenursing mobile manipulator for remote caregiving in quarantine areas. Now, this is something that we haven't seen the last of, right? Because we know that pandemics are evolving, and we understand the science behind that. Park et al. Looked at knowledge discovery with machine learning for hospital-acquired catheter-associated urinary tract infections. So many different ways to look at AI. The GAO also got involved in this. And why was this? Because each year medical diagnoses errors affect the health of millions of Americans and cost billions of dollars. So whenever there's a cost involved, whenever there's a dollar sign that can be placed upon a problem, groups like GAO will start to be involved. Machine learning technologies can help identify hidden or complex patterns in diagnostic data to detect diseases earlier and to improve treatment. The microbiome. We've heard about this. We've learned about this. There are scientists that are heavily involved in this in the nursing field. And why do we really care? And why are we as nurses so positioned to really move this field of science ahead? We have always been trained to evaluate patients as more than the sum of their parts and to appreciate the complexities and the interconnected nature of multiple body systems on human health. Okay, we've all heard this sentence, but what does that really mean? That means we can do it all. That means we have to harness our knowledge and use it in the best way that we can for our patients with these large fields of science that are right in front of us. Although this method of patient evaluation and multi-systems-based approach is being adopted by many disciplines, including medicine, the multidimensional training required to study the role of the microbiome in human health from a nursing lens is not generally well understood. So what does that mean? Do we sit and do we say they don't get it? No, we tell them what they don't get. And how do we do that? We do that through publications, and we do that with humor when we meet people, for example, in St. Mary's Hall, as happened last week. I happened to find someone who was lost by the construction. And I said, okay, I'll take you out to Reservoir Road. And she said, what are you doing? And I told her, she said, oh, I didn't know nurses did research. And I said, oh, you really met the right person. Let me tell you what we do. So I almost asked her for a contribution. I thought that would be rather crass. But if I meet somebody else, I might just do that. So, you know, never be dissuaded by what people don't know. Always help them to know what they do need to know and how happy they will be to know it after they learn it. Many nurse scientists have advanced education in genetics and genomics from doctoral programs and postdoctoral training. This is not just at the doctoral level. We know this. This is an undergraduate work in nursing. We have this knowledge. What are we doing with it? This advanced training makes us very well poised to be the link between preclinical microbiome research and clinical translational research that facilitates improvements in clinical care and patient outcomes. So as you think about looking at laboratory results, there will come a day when you will have the complete printout in front of you of a microbiome of the patient that you are dealing with. And you will say to the nutrition expert, what can we do with soy to help this person to match this biome to decrease the risk for the disease? So this day is coming. There'll be many things that will be on that lab sheet. A background in holistic care is foundational for the development of research hypotheses testing the effect of physical, mental, and environmental factors on the bacterial communities in the microbiome and how the microbiome may have implications for clinical interventions and patient health. With the generation of bedside to bench and back research, we are at the forefront. You are at the forefront of translational microbiome research. So I would tell you, seize the knowledge that's out there, learn it. It will always be helpful to you. There are many studies that are currently going on. I'd like to just mention one. It's an ongoing study that's funded by the National Institute of Nursing Research. And these researchers are studying the contribution of oral, vaginal, and gut microbiome to the incidence of preterm birth. Results from this research have rapid translational implications for clinicians if the unique biomarkers under investigation are able to identify African-American women with preterm birth risk. So we can see how some of our best friends should be, or our next best friend should be, the bench scientists who need to understand how important it is for all of us to work together for these very, very important questions. So it's clear that nurse scientists are asking research questions that will generate knowledge and advance health. Now, I wish you all the best on your own journey of scholarship and research. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Fall-Dixon, for those motivating words. I now invite Sister Celeste back to the podium for the benediction. Please stand for the benediction.
Let us join together in prayer. God, source of all inspiration and excellence, thank you for your expansive love revealed in all who are gathered here this morning. May our inductees find strength from this community's continued embrace as they leave the hilltop and take the next step in their life's journey. Bless them with the grace to make wise choices and strengthen them to be faithful to their commitments, confident in the knowledge of their experience and the support of those who love them. As Jesuit educated and the newest members of Sigma Theta Tau, may these students remain committed to lifelong learning and excellence, and may they carry out their future careers with exceptional skill, integrity, and compassion. May they always love with generosity and selflessness, and have the courage to be bold and audacious advocates for change, even in difficulty. May their lives give you honor and glory and be poured out in service for others. And to this we say, Amen.
So this concludes the induction ceremony. Congratulations to the newest members of Tau chapter. We're proud of your academic achievements, and we look forward to seeing you later today at the School of Nursing commencement. Thank you to our wonderful musicians and to all the staff who've helped us here today. The students can recess.
Okay.